Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Master Chanel, Mr. Scheller, coming to you live from Conestoga. I would love to talk to you today on our screencast about composite figures. And composite figures are, well, shapes just like the one that's on the board right now, this one right over here, that I look at it carefully and I see actually two shapes I really know. And the reason that that's important is if I need to figure out the area of this shape, I'm going to need to determine, well, use the formulas that we know. We know formulas for squared objects, also parallelograms. We know formulas to find the area of triangles, and we know formulas to find the area of trapezoids. So I'm looking at the figure in the upper right-hand corner, and I see actually two figures. I see a rectangle and a triangle, and I know how to figure out the area of both those shapes, but I'm going to need to do it independently and at the end add it together to determine the whole area of the shape. So step one, I'm taking a look at the rectangle. I see a height and a base, or a length and a width, however you want to say it, and I see it's 6 by 10 or 60 inches. How did I get that? Squared, of course. I multiplied 6 times 10. Up above, I see a triangle. And I know the formula for the triangle is the base times height divided by 2. I'm looking at the height. It says 4 inches. It's from here to here. That's the height of the triangle. So that's 4 inches. However, my base from here to here isn't given to me. I'm going to need to do some quick math. Looking at lines that run all the way up and down parallel to each other. I see those two lines. And I notice down here, this one's 10 inches from point A to point B here, which means that from here to here it's 10 inches, but only 6 inches is represented, which means the remainder, which would be 10 minus 6, would be 4 inches. So that's 4 inches. Perfect. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 divided by 2 is 8. So my area of this triangle is 8 units squared. Now, not quite done yet. I take the original 60 inches squared from the rectangle, and I'm going to add the 8 inches squared from the triangle, and I get 68 inches squared. That's how you do a composite figure. How about another example? Take a look at one like this. It's a pool. I see two shapes again. I see a large rectangle with some serious math involved. And not a triangle this time. Over there, that little area looks like the stairway into the pool. It kind of looks like a trapezoid. So I'm going to treat that like a trapezoid. Let's take a look at, first of all, what's the area of the pool? It's pretty big. It's 28 by 14. I'm going to figure that out. And I'm going to say 28 times 14. That should give me how many square feet that are in there. Let's get our calculator out here. Where are you? There you go. So we're going to do 28 times 14. And that equals, wow, that's huge, 392. Just quick check. I like to double check every once in a while, make sure I wrote that. I did write that correctly. Very good. All right. So the area of the pool itself is 392 feet squared. However, I didn't figure out this little area over here. If you recall, the way to find the area of a trapezoid is take its height, which in this case is represented by 2, times B1, which is 4 feet, plus B2, which is 6 feet, and divide that whole thing by 2, and that will give us the area. Order of operations tells us to do the parentheses first. 4 plus 6 is 10. And then I would take 2 times 10, which is 20, divided by 2, and that'll give me 10. 10 feet squared. Now all I do is add this all together, and that'll be the composite area of this shape. 0. Oh, excuse me. That's a 2. 9 plus 1 is 0. I skipped ahead by 1. 402 feet squared is the composite area of that pool plan. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how you do composite figures. We're doing some more practice on Monday. Ladies and gentlemen, that's geometry. That's the screencast. Please like and subscribe. Send us some comments so we know we're doing okay or something we need to fix. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy a weekend. That's the maths you should know.